Are you struggling with a frustrating render error in Android Studio? You're not alone. Today, we're going to tackle this issue head-on and help you get back to coding in no time. I completely understand how disheartening it can be when you're just starting out with Kotlin and you hit a roadblock like this. It can feel like you're stuck in quicksand, right? But don't worry, we will get through this together. Here's the situation. A user recently asked, "Why am I seeing a render error in the layout editor of Android Studio 3.0? They mentioned that after adding an activity and the required Gradle dependencies, they encountered this frustrating error. Sound familiar? Let's dive into the details. So, what could be causing this render error? It often stems from issues with the app compat library or theme settings. Understanding this will help us find the right solution. And stick around. I have a crucial tip at the end that could save you a lot of headaches in the future. To resolve the render error in Android Studio, the user should first check their Gradle dependencies. It's important to ensure that the correct versions of the support libraries are included. Next, the user should verify that they are using the correct theme in their application. The app compat themes are essential for the layout editor to render properly. After checking the dependencies and theme, the user should clean and rebuild the project. This can help resolve any lingering issues that might be causing the render error. If the issue persists, the user should consider invalidating caches and restarting Android Studio. This can often resolve unexpected behavior in the IDE. Finally, if none of these steps work, the user may need to check for updates to Android Studio or the Kotlin plugin. Keeping the development environment up to date can prevent compatibility issues. Fun fact, did you know that the first version of Android Studio was released in 2013? We've come a long way since then, but render errors still love to haunt us. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution from another user suggests that the issue may be related to the version of the support libraries. They found that downgrading from version 25.4.0 to version 25.3.1 resolved the render error in the layout editor. That's all for that response. Let's see what someone else had to say. An alternative solution from another user suggests checking your app's build.gradle file. They found that updating the compile SDK version, build tools version, and target SDK version to version 26 resolved the render error. They also updated the app compat dependency to version 26.1.0. The user chose not to change the app theme parent style from theme.appcompat.lite to base.theme.appcompat.lite, noting that Google has moved the theme API to a more root package in the upgrade. Now, let's see a response from a different user. An alternative solution from another user suggests checking your Gradle file. Make sure you have added the app compat dependency in your app's build.gradle file, as well as the design dependency. Now, let's dive into a different answer from another user. An alternative solution provided by another user involves upgrading the Gradle plugin version to 3.0.0 Alpha 2. They also recommend using the Gradle wrapper file named gradle-fort-milestone-all.zip. Now, let's dive into a different answer from another user. If you're still facing issues, here's an alternative solution. First, go to Tools, then select Android, and open the SDK Manager. Next, under Appearance and Behavior, navigate to System Settings and choose Android SDK. Click on the SDK Tools tab and update the Android SDK build tools to version 26.0.1 or the latest available version. This step may resolve your render error. Here's the tip I promised. Always keep your libraries and themes updated. This simple habit can prevent many issues down the line. And there you have it. With these steps, you should be able to resolve that pesky render error. Remember, keeping your project organized and updated is key. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.